Pepper says, I see your clutter and I want it out of here. Now that Brandon's bedroom is done, of course, Tyler now wants to declutter and upgrade his room as well. It's gotten a little messy. We've kind of fallen out of our routines, and now is the perfect time to get back into them, to reset, to start fresh again. And to do that, we are definitely going to let Tyler have his own decluttering series too. Now, this is the room tour of what it looks like now. Not too bad, but he has ideas of how he wants to upgrade it as well. A lot of it is going to be just putting things away, cleaning, decluttering some things. And just like Brandon, I'm going to let Tyler take the lead on this because I want to see how he cleans up his room, making his own decisions too. Because I want him to develop the skills to organize and clean on his own, but I am also checking to see if he has any hoarding behaviors too. Because even at his age, I had already shown certain signs of it. And I want to catch it now. That way it doesn't develop and then affect him when he's older. And something else that we're doing in Tyler's video series that's different from Brandon is his closet. His closet got a little messy again. Well, a lot messy again. And we're going to have to pull everything out, do another big declutter in here separately, organize it again. And you know what? It's okay if it got messy. Tyler is younger than Brandon. He's only 9. So it's okay if he didn't maintain it like his brother. But again, we're encouraging those organization behaviors now. Where do you want to start first?
Right here.
Right here? And what do you want to do with that Lego box? What are we going to do with it?
Throw it out.
That's right, we're going to throw it out. We don't need that no more. What else is next? You're going to throw that out? All right, what else? You're going to throw out, oh, empty box, right? Yeah. You don't need that anymore.
Right. Where is he?
That's him. You don't need the box, right? No. Oh, and you don't need that box either. But you got that for Christmas, right? And you already, oh yeah. Oh. And I think you're keeping your Legos, huh? Yeah, you're gonna keep, oh, okay. That's part of the keep pile, huh? Yeah, that goes in there.
Oh, that's why I didn't fix it.
I know. All right, so that's a keep because that was that nugget plushie. And of course, that's a keep.
He's cleaning it.
He is cleaning it. What is that?
I don't know. Toss it. Now there's a little interruption here. What are you doing? Oh. We gotta get back to our video, man. No, steal it.
And after our little interruption, we got back to work where Tyler was deciding what he wants to keep and what he wants to let go of. And of course, these series with my children are probably one of the most important ones in my heart. As a parent, you always want your kids to have a better life than you did. And you don't want to share the same struggles either. And I know that hoarding disorder can get passed down generation to generation through genetics and learned behaviors. And since the boys have grown up with this, only knowing hoarding and a packed room and house, I don't want that to become their normal. I want them to learn the strategies of cleaning and organizing. And I already can tell that with Brandon, he didn't develop it. He doesn't want that messy room. He wants the neat and tidy room. Where I can tell where Tyler is having a lot more fun with his stuff. And of course, a lot of that has to do with his age too. So I'm not going to look too deeply in it other than to continue developing decluttering skills, continuing to want that desire to have a neat and tidy room, and that messes and things don't create security. That was how I developed my hoarding disorder, because I found security in all of my toys and my plushies and my items to escape being bullied in middle school. The kids were so mean to me, but at home, all of my things didn't judge me. All of them didn't call me awful, disgusting names or push me. I felt loved and security there. And all the while, my mom had no idea that that was developing within me. My parents had no idea that I was being bullied in school and developing hoarding behaviors to cope with all of that, because I hid it. I hid it from them. And this is why these decluttering series with my boys is so important to my heart and so therapeutic in my healing journey. Seeing them have the desire to want to clean their room out so that it's clean and organized is just reinforcing that 12-year-old girl inside of me who still has that need to hoard sometimes, that it's okay. It's okay to let go of the items. It doesn't determine our self-worth. We can let it go and still have a happy and productive life. That is the message that I want my children to know, myself know, and especially all of you who might be struggling with holding on to so much stuff and not knowing how to let it go. Our self-worth is not determined by all the stuff that we have and how it makes us feel. Because I know firsthand how stuff can make you feel safe and secure and abundant and joyful. And you just pour all of your emotions into these items that aren't even real. We attach those emotions to these items, not the items itself. The items aren't jumping up and giving me a big hug. I humanized all of my toys as a kid, and it carried into adulthood. And that's what I'm trying to do, is to break that generational behavior. It ends here. My children will not struggle with hoarding behaviors because they'll already know the love of having an open space, being able to distinguish what pieces they do love and what pieces they don't love, and just develop these decluttering muscles. My hope and wish is that I am the last person who struggles with hoarding disorder. And even if it does carry to the next generation, that they'll already know how to modify these behaviors so that it doesn't develop into a full-blown level 5 hoarding situation. Because I had reached and crossed over to a level 4 hoarding at my worst point, because I had blocked doorways and unusable bathrooms because it was filled to the brim with stuff. And it's been a long yet wonderful healing journey. I just want my children to experience the freedom of not being held back by their things. And this is Tyler's keep pile. This is what he wanted to keep in his room. And again, I didn't make any decisions for him. I let him take the lead on this. So what's important is, if we're going to keep all these fun things, then we have to put them back where they belong. We have to create these designated homes where all the items belong. That way we can see what we have all together. And if a home is packed to the brim because it's overflowing with stuff, then we can make the decision of what can we let go of and what do we want to keep based on that category. These are skills that I did not learn, but I'm so happy that I'm able to teach my children, because I feel like I'm coming full circle in my recovery. And one of Tyler's favorite things to play with would be all of his fidget toys. So that's why we're transferring all his favorite fidget toys into this bigger container so it's all together. And then I had Tyler make his bed, because the room really does feel so much cleaner and tidier when the bed is made. And honestly, probably since high school till maybe like when we redid our bedroom, I never made the bed. And when I saw just how nice the room looked with a made bed, that's when I started to change that habit. And now Pepper, our decluttering manager, is very happy to show you Tyler's tossy pile. I let him make the decisions on what he was going to let go of. I didn't encourage him to keep anything, and I also didn't encourage him to let go of anything. This was all his decisions. And of course, we're going to recycle as much as we can because it's very important to my heart that we do our best to keep things out of a landfill. And I'm so happy to show you what Tyler decluttered and cleaned up today. He focused on this area right here in the middle of the room in front of his bed. Again, this was his decision, and I let him declutter until he felt good and said that he was done for the day. We're trying to make this a positive experience where he feels empowered in his room and that he wants to continue to tidy up his room. Now, next episode, we are going to have to focus over in this back corner. It will make a huge difference if we have this area organized and cleaned up so that he knows where everything is at and he can very quickly put things away. And let me tell you, Tyler is really excited about his own video series because he asks me every day, are we recording a video today? I'm ready to start decluttering. So I really hoped you enjoyed this video and it motivated you to declutter something in your home today too.